psychic development reading for, okay, I think, I think your code name is Wild Menagerie, I think. I would never have thought of that word in my life. It had to remind me of like some old play or something, I think. I don't know. I think there's some play that has that name in it. I don't even know where that came from. I think there's a play from like way, way, way back a long time ago that has the word menagerie in it. I don't know. Some girl with plastic animals, glass animals, something. I don't know, but I would not have thought of this word. And they're giving me the feeling of some play, and then it's coming in like mirage, and I'm like, okay, I know that's not the word. And then it comes in menagerie. So I'm going to look up the word. I was going to look it up before the reading, and then for some reason I felt like I'm supposed to look it up during the reading. I don't even know how to spell this. Menagerie. A collection of wild animals kept in captivity for exhibition, a strange or diverse collection of people or things. Okay, well, what I think this is describing is your guides, because as soon as I surrounded you in the light, I used, first off, I have a ton of like bird things here. Okay, I have my Isis statue with the wings. This is what I use to surround myself with positive energy. When I cast the circle of protective space for the room, I called dragon energy this time. So I called the quarter dragons, not just the quarter guardians like I normally do. And I have my guardian dragon here. And when I surrounded you in positive energy, I was using my guardian dragon to assist me. And I definitely have some dragon kind of energies coming in right away when I was surrounding you in the positive energy. And then I've got some kind of cat or something, feels like a lion or some kind of cat. And then I'm seeing a bast statue, and I was really getting a feeling like you should seriously think about getting like a bast statue, because you definitely have some kind of feline connection for sure coming in, and you have a dragon connection coming in for sure. Then I had some horse animal coming in. There are just like animals everywhere, and I had something, something was just flashing like out in front of me, and it almost reminded me of Hanuman or something. The face, it almost seemed like maybe it was some kind of monkey, ape, something. So, but I get the feeling that there are some almost mythical kind of animals around you too. Like, that's why it's almost a little like, what is this? Slightly, because I almost get the feeling like they're not exactly like how they are here, earthly kind of cats and things. I do get a feeling that there is a connection to some earthly animals also. So I don't feel like that's 100% accurate there. Or like, in other words, I need to kind of correct that a little bit, expand on that. There are definitely some earth energies with these animals, but there's something as well that's not really. Whew, okay. And then also I have my feather. I have my smudging feather. And I don't normally pull this out. I only pull this out for a reading once in a while. Because it's not a crystal or something. It's just, I just use it for smudging. Well, I used to. I never even use it anymore. Okay, and so then my other crystals that I have here is just, well, this is a menagerie of its own going on here. because they're not all that related to each other. I have my solar plexus crystal. This is my citrine. This has to do with strength, personal power, will, drive, ambition, all that solar plexus stuff. Then I have my amethyst here, which is more like third eye and crown. This has to do with psychic protection. Even with this, I am kind of feeling will, which actually makes sense. Will, drive. This still makes sense to me with the amethyst, and that is coming in. But also just psychic abilities in general, the amethyst has to do with, and just a protective energy. Okay. Then I have one of my rose quartzes here, and this is a heart chakra stone. This has to do with peace, love, harmony, friendship, tranquility, all those types of bubbly things. And then this is my quartz crystal, and it's a wand, so this really has to do with clearing. This also has to do with connecting to higher energies like angelic frequencies or sometimes extraterrestrial frequencies, or just a higher energy coming in, coming down, and specifically clearing you. Then I have my malachite. This is also a protective stone, and it's very good for grounding as well. Okay, there's something else about this malachite. I don't know if I need to look it up or what. I think maybe I might look that up. Okay, and then I have my, no, I'll get to the other one in a second. Okay. Well, this is really similar to the amethyst here, because with the amethyst, when I was talking about how it's protective, I was getting a feeling like of your aura and almost creating like a barrier in your aura. And that's specifically what this is saying. It creates a strong barrier around you energetically. Helps you take action, make changes in your life. It aids creativity, enhances the development of your intuition. And it aids with emotional healing and, yeah, also psychic protection, conceals your energy from negative entities. So there's a lot going on with this stone that this stone does. Then I have my fuchsite here. This is the last one, and fuchsite, this is it's another heart chakra stone, just like the malachite here. Just because of the green color. Pink and green are always associated with the heart chakra. But this is specifically good for a calming energy, and it's good for, again, I'm getting clearing. Even this can be good for clearing. But that does make sense though, because it's a calming stone and it's also a healer's stone. It's specifically good for healing. And this can be for physical healing as well. Physical healing, emotional healing, and also there are nature energies as well with this stone. Whew! Okay, even the fuchsite I have to look up. There's something else about the fuchsite coming in. That I'm not remembering or something. So this is also saying that it can help you access information about health. It can help you bounce back after emotional or physical problems. It can help you get information on daily routine, stress, pets, career. It can also bring friendliness, compassion, lightheartedness. It helps to speed deep healing by assisting with recovery and immunity. And it also increases energy transfer when multiple stones are used for healing. Okay, so these are the crystal energies that I have coming in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write down horse totem, and I'll send you that. If I don't end up remembering to send you that, then look up horse totem. And what was the other thing? Okay, so I have some cat energies coming in here. Bost, specifically, a connection with Bost. And I'm feeling a connection with Egypt coming in. Well, I do have also my Isis here. I have my Isis here that I pulled, and I have this connection with Bost coming in. And with Egypt and with the Egyptian pantheon, there is like a Syrian connection a lot of times that I feel with that, and I do feel a Syrian connection with that as well. This isn't the origin reading, so I'm not saying necessarily that's your origin or something, but some of your guides definitely have some type of Syrian connection. And also this bird energy, this bird connection. Like a lot of times, everybody is always saying like Syrians are mer people, and there are definitely some mer people from Sirius for sure, from those star systems. But for a long time, I've known that there is some type of also bird-like kind of energy, bird-like type of extraterrestrial that comes from there as well, because this just comes up a lot of times. I've had some kind of bird man visit me before who was from Sirius, and he was pretty difficult to understand actually, and that was back before when I was meeting the Syrian member on the council and I met Safan. At first, it was this bird person who came in from Sirius, and I had a lot of difficulty understanding him. But there is definitely a bird connection with Sirius as well, and this Egyptian connection that you have going on. Okay. So these are a lot of like kind of various energies that you have going on around you. In a way, they're kind of all connected to each other. But at the same time, they're pretty mixed. They're like a collection, which is what the Menagerie meaning said. It said collection. I just had that word pop into my head. But it really is kind of like a collection of these various, this kind of varied group that kind of all have to do with each other, but they are kind of varied. Okay, then I have something else kind of weird coming in. There's some other type of energy that I'm almost having trouble placing, and it's coming in with this bright light, and then showing me almost like glass, like a necklace, like shells, like pointy shells, you know, like the necklace where they all like point down like this, and they're in like this band like this. But there are these pointing shells that almost look like glass. Those shells where the light almost, it's like shards of shell where the sun almost like reflects off of it. So it almost looks like glass, but it's shell. This is definitely a female energy showing me this, and this is more of a humanoid person showing me this. And then I'm seeing the water, a connection to water with this person. And I'm feeling this kind of mirror energy coming in with her specifically. She has this almost like untamable kind of energy with her. On the one hand, she has a very calm energy, almost like a deep sleep or something. But then on the other hand, there's this almost passionate kind of wild side, like an untamable kind of wild energy that she has at the same time. And I get a feeling from her that she speaks more with feelings rather than words. I'm getting a feeling from her like this is one of your main guides. She's one of your main guides. I also get a feeling from her like you don't know the specifics about her, who she is, or like what she looks like necessarily. But at the same time, you might be able to recognize that there is this kind of feminine, like female energy around you at times. You might be able to recognize that or pinpoint that. And I'm getting the feeling from her like she wouldn't really help you with focusing or something. She's not exactly a focused energy. She would be more like a multitasking type of energy in a way, or like a varied kind of energy, because it's like she brings out more your creative side. She assists you with that, your intuition and your creative side. And I keep getting this word sparkling for some reason, or like sparkles. Um, and she's showing me like how like clear the water is and how like it sparkles, but then she's also showing me salt. And with the salt, she's more referring to I think with the sparkles, she's kind of referring to like clarity, is what it feels like, or a clearing in some way. But then, even with the salt, this can represent clearing and clarity, but also it represents like psychic protection, psychic cleansing, psychic defense. Okay, and I'm getting the feeling from her this is what she is almost for. She helps you with grounding, I feel like. She helps you with grounding, and she does help you with your emotions, and she helps you with your creative side. But she's also kind of this almost like fierce mama energy at the same time around you. Like she's going to protect you. Like psychically, she is almost like a defense. I also get the feeling from her when you are first meditating in things and you don't exactly know your whereabouts really when it comes to influences that can come towards you, you don't really know about how to psychically um, like aid yourself in the way of protection, in the way of protecting your space, clearing your space when you don't know a whole lot about that, or you're just more open to influences, you're more curious, and you just don't really have a lot of experience or know a lot about meditation and different types of entities, what they feel like, how to distinguish something good or something negative. So she's saying in the beginning, when someone doesn't have all that information yet, they're newer, they're just new to that. She's saying this is what she's protecting you for right now. Cleansing your space, protecting you, but she wants you to do more of that on your own. She wants you to study up and research psychic protection and grounding, she's saying, and grounding. And she's saying how to release an energy, like through the ground. And she's showing me the air now, almost like air waves, like things can come towards you like almost through the air waves, like the energetic field around you. And she's showing me like a visualization, like a lot of people they'll do deep breathing. You can breathe in and you're focusing on like love coming towards you into positive energy filling you, and you breathe out and you're focusing on negative energy releasing out of your aura, out of any of your bodies, like any of your energy bodies, like emotional body, mental body, energy body. She's saying, or even physical body. I mean, the physical is energy, obviously. So you can breathe out a negative energy from your physical body as well. And she's saying, just as a for instance, she is saying that this would be a good exercise to do. But on the other hand, it's not like, it's a suggestion. It's not like something that you have to do, that's like extremely important for you to do. It's a suggestion, but she's bringing it up almost as this example, like air can be used in this way to cause an energy to pass into you, pass out of you, to travel. And she's just talking about airwaves in general. You can pick up on something that's almost coming through the air. She's saying like somebody's emotion, somebody's thought. So she's saying that you also pick up on things that you aren't really that aware of yet, or that you haven't mastered yet. I get a feeling from her you're somewhat aware of it to a degree, but not enough to the point where you have really identified it, where things are coming from, and how to tell when something's influencing you and what it is, good or bad. And she's saying, and that is necessary to almost learn the ropes, she's saying, of psychic protection, psychic defense. So she's saying, this is a psychic development reading, but what she's saying is, well, she's talking about how empathic you are. You do have the ability to connect with your guides, so I do get a feeling of mediumship. But the thing is, what she really wants you to focus on is, before you really develop these abilities, and that's just going to come naturally, and she'll allow it more too. So this is almost like a psychic protection type of guide, and it is your creative side and your intuitive side. So this is a guide that really helps you with like psychic understanding and psychic protection. And that's why the water too. I mean, Even water, this really represents emotions. It can represent psychic ability, intuition. She's giving me the word understanding as well, like knowing things, understanding things. But water definitely goes hand in hand with this, with everything that she's speaking about, that she helps you with. So she's saying that your intuition will grow more when you learn to psychically protect yourself. When you become more advanced with psychic, or you will become more advanced with psychic development when you master closing off your energy to others and to influences. And she's saying, and really zoning in on your guides. And she's saying that's just a matter of feeling them out. So she's saying, so when you're meditating, she's saying, firstly, protect your space, learn to do that. And I get a feeling from her, I don't feel like I'm supposed to go over that, probably because of time in this reading. I feel like that's very simple. You can just look that up and just do what you're drawn to. And you might already know some things, about general psychic protection, but she wants you to look this up more. She wants you to look this up. I'll say, look this up, really focus on mastering it, learn about it. Yeah, like I get a feeling from her, even if you have picked up something here and there, because people do that, they read something, when they're learning about any of this stuff, but I get the feeling like you're not really implementing that, you're not really knowing how or what to do when it comes to protecting yourself. So that's something to really look into and learn, because once you master that, then you'll be able to step into your abilities more. If you haven't mastered that, then almost as a way of protecting you, she's not going to allow your abilities to come up so much and for you to really develop in that way till you've mastered this other thing. And that's just for your protection. She's saying that's just common sense. So she says she does have a little logic in there as well. She says she can focus, but it's just not her thing. She likes to almost be varied and kind of spread out and think about multiple things, think about multiple angles at a time. So she's not one to help you focus on some goal and strive to get it done, but she can help you in a sense with ideas about the goal. So you have another guide that more helps you with masculine types of things. This guide is more of a feminine energy. So she's calling you to more look at yourself internally, to go within and to understand what influenced you internally, but from the external, and to learn how to protect your internal from the external. Okay. So that is the end of this reading. She doesn't have anything else left to say for this one. I know we have another one coming up soon. So thank you very much, Wild Menagerie, for allowing me to do this reading for you. And I truly hope that this helped to give you some clarity. I know it was kind of varied, but I truly hope that this helps you in some way. Thank you very much.